Hey guys, and welcome back to DQ Tarot and to your daily tarot reading for Wednesday, the 4th of, I almost said October, of December 2019. I literally could not get the date right. I didn't know what day it was when I started this, so I had to go and look it up again. Yeah, it's the 4th of December. We have the sun in Sagittarius. We have the moon also in Pisces, which is, I don't know, I really like the moon in Pisces. It brings up a lot of this really wonderful, all those Piscean feelings, looking at things a little bit deeper, exploring our feelings more, getting really in touch there with exploring our emotions. So let's see what's coming up today. And if you guys haven't, do check out your November, almost said, see, I can't even get the month right, guys. Your December readings for the last month of this decade, they are all up. I'm going to be doing the love readings next. I'm actually going to shoot some after I shoot this. And yeah, and then we're going to move on to the 2020 to 2021 readings. So keep an eye out for those in the year ahead, guys. Do check out your monthlies for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Let's take a look here. I don't know why. I really like using this when it's in Pisces energy, my Morgan Greer tarot. So we're going to use that to start off here and see how today kind of flows, how it goes. But we just had Saturn moving into, did I just say Saturn? Jupiter moving into Capricorn. I believe Saturn's already there. Or Saturn, forgive me if I'm wrong on that one. I'm not 100% sure where Saturn is right now if I really think about it. But there's, again, a lot of this Piscean energy, very spiritually aware, very sensitive today. So let's look at how your day plays out. Okay? Ooh. For some of you, you've got a choice. And I feel like I've been saying that almost every day, but I mean, the energy these past, ever since Scorpio season has been, what? The Two of Swords. So I can't ignore that it's sitting right here out on the table. And right next to it, we double the energy, change the sign, and we get the Four of Wands. We come into alignment and a better understanding in terms of a choice and where it will lead us. And I can't wait to look a little deeper at this. Wow. Ooh, yeah, I knew this was going to come up. Okay. I will say this. You do have two knights on the table. It started off with the Knight of Pentacles, Two of Swords, Four of Wands, and then we got another knight, a Knight of Cups. I know it looks like they're both looking this way in this direction, but on the table here, they're both looking at justice, at the truth. No matter how much time, effort, energy we put into something, it might be time to leave it behind when we get the 10 of Swords, 6 of Swords, which is what I pulled to kind of clarify that Knight of Pentacles, 2 of Swords versus the Knight of Cups and 4 of Wands here. You need to let something go. Fully move on from something that, you know, maybe we again have put a lot of energy, time, effort in. Could have something to do with a Virgo, could have something to do with a Pisces, could have a lot to do with a Libra as well. But it's determining what the situation that you're in offers and what the one that you are now looking at a choice, you know, between these two things, what this newer one offers. It feels to me that the Knight of Pentacles is where we've been. Long-term goals, long-term working hard at something, seeing how it's been playing out. Especially so if it's a relationship. Some of you guys might have been pining away for somebody, working towards a relationship with somebody, or even have been in a relationship. And I feel we might be coming to... Actually, let's get the Aquarian in here. What's happening here? Let's get a little bit of a better look at what causes all this, because there's obviously a choice. We've obviously come to a head here. Over on Instagram, I'm going to do a random love reading after this. So keep an eye out for that. If you don't follow me on Instagram, you can join me there. I'll probably go live as soon as I post this. So keep an eye out. But I feel like that's what we're going to end up tackling. Or this is what we're going to end up talking about here, because this is striking me as a bit of a conundrum. And what do we get, guys? You know me as a reader. If you have been here a while, you know I never just get 110. And I see other spiritual, really amazing spiritual workers out there on YouTube. There's a couple other readers that I see this happen to, and that's how I know, I think, you know, you're legit. You're really picking up on the energies. There are certain things that help me to realize, you know, there's more of a spiritual vein throughout this whole reading. So some of you that are resonating, again, like I said, might be light workers, spiritual workers, have a great slab of psychic or metaphysical abilities within you. When you get the 10 of Swords upright and the 10 of Swords reversed, today we have the ability to look at how long we've kind of been carrying some painful endings and what this situation has really brought us. And we're going to feel that. It's going to feel bad. But at the same time, what's in between both of these 10s is the 6 of Swords. A lot of Swords energy, but mentally we do have the power to look at the truth of something and move forward beyond it towards what feels like, I don't know, just feels like fresh air, fresh water, a fresh relationship. It feels to me like for some of you this might involve a very unhealthy situation that we've been in relationship-wise, and our need to really look at our boundaries within this. Yeah, oh my God, a third 10 came out, and a 9. 9 of Wands, and then the 10 of Rods. You might realize that the boundaries you've created within this situation have brought you a lot of oppressive energy, a lot of stress, a lot of heartache, a lot of worrying. 9 of Wands, 10 of Wands, and then the 9 of Swords. You don't want to fight this battle anymore. It's become too much. It's become exhausting, and now that you've seen the truth, and I feel as we move towards that full moon eclipse in Gemini, and then on the 15th we have this really, and no one's really talking about it, we have this huge trine with Jupiter and now in Capricorn and Uranus, and that is serious stuff. Serious stuff is coming to a head, to be changed, to be let go of. And Sagittarius season is so fast moving that it cannot hold on to this stuff anymore. We have too much to do. We're moving in a new direction. 2020 is impending. You know, we feel that impending energy of we need to shift, and you need to let go of who you were in the face of who you really want to be and how you really want your life to look, including, it feels, relationships. So let's look a little deeper at this. But it's going to be really hard to not notice where we need to put up stronger boundaries so that we're not continuously stuck in this energy over a long-term situation, whether it be career or love. Let's look at that a little bit. This feels more like a relationship situation in an area where you kind of had to shoulder all of the emotions here. Maybe this person isn't very emotionally adept, but there's a sense of ghosting there, even if you're with this person. It's like they're not emotionally there. You're not getting really what you want, and it's causing you a lot of 9 of Swords, probably fights that shouldn't be happening because there's insecurities being brought up here. Let's get a couple cards of advice because this is a tough one, and then I want to see, again, check out my Instagram read. I feel like the random love reading that I'm going to do is going to have something to do with this. Actually, keep it with this deck. I don't really want to use this one right now. Let's keep it Aquarian and Morgan Greer today. Magician, what will you do about this? You hold the cards. And I know a lot of people hate when I say that, because you want readers that are just going to say it's just going to happen and life's beautiful and everything is sunshine and rainbows and it's going to be gifted to you on a silver platter. But I'm not that person, and I'm never going to tell you lies like that, because those are lies. The Magician here says that this all has to do with your own, how you deal with this is how you deal with this. And I can't exactly tell you how to, because you're going to have to follow your own fire, not fire. But it does feel like maybe some of you are firing somebody in your life here. Letting go of a situation, firing it up. The Magician, the Queen of Rods, you're ready to say something, do something. If it's a third party situation, you're ready to move forward and let something go. whether it be what you've been pining for or this person. But you have to look at this. Again, this card has been coming up quite a bit. A love situation that involves needing an equal share here, needing an equal exchange. Will you fight for that? If you're a Pisces watching this, go watch your reading, because picking up some vibes from your reading here. Will you fight for what you want rather than this, rather than this? You have to put an end to boundaries and move forward. This new decade asks us to change in some really huge ways. When you get you get 3 tens in a reading, we have major cycles closing out, major, especially oppressive, painful, I mean, like betrayal, you know, things that have just ended absolutely horribly are ending here. And, you know, whatever has felt like ruin, whatever has felt like pain, whatever has been absolutely oppressive, and you've had to shoulder all this, you know, the burdens here. It's time to really say, it's time to let this go. You could continue to sit here and wait and wait and wait for something, but, you know, I, again, feel like the biggest, if this is a third-party situation, if this is about somebody that you really don't know where it's going to go with versus where you are now and what you're doing now, and you really need to know, the only way to really do that, Magician, Queen of Wands, is put on your big girl pants, your big boy pants, big person pants here, and ask. If you don't ask, if you don't offer a cup, if you don't believe that you have something real to offer, if you don't even seek this out, then it will not be here. But you have to get out of the oppressive nature of loss and heartache. And I can't believe it's been like this. And I'm going to have to continue to stress myself out over it and feel this loss and feel like I've been ghosted, hurt, let down, taken from. That has to end today. It's just ending, you know. And I think, again, with the Pisces, with the moon in Pisces all day, there is this really great, I don't know. It's just like, I don't know. It's like you're ready. You have the ambition. You have the strength. You have the fire to push through this whole situation. And go with your emotional flow instead of fighting it, which is where obviously you guys have been. All right, let's pull some romance angel cards. We're not going to go deeper into this just because, oh, we're about to do love readings. We're about to do a random love reading. Got a lot of stuff to do. So let's see here. Romance angel cards. Ooh, romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. And I want to pull another card on this because that's what it feels like. You have to explore this. If you have real feelings and it has brought you this much oppressive energy, if you've been holding on to it to the point of 10 of swords, of 9 of swords, of 5 of swords reverse, you got to be truthful. It's like, you know, you can't find any truth out. You can't bring justice. You can't bring balance to this situation unless you're willing to offer up your own feelings here, unless you're willing to put yourself out there. And I think people often, everyone gets so afraid of rejection, of other things in love, of things not working out, but sometimes you have to put yourself in those positions to realize what it is you really want, how you really should be going about something. Lessons learned, you know. Let's pull a Stacey DeMarco Halloween Oracle for you. Ooh, Death. The internal and intuition. I can't ignore that one. It came out. Intuition and death. I love it. Scrying. All right, intuition. So, should you pull the scrying card, I suggest you try it for starters. It also indicates that you may wish to develop your intuition further and not rely solely on the logical part of your mind for all the answers. True wisdom takes a balance of logic and imagination and intuition for true wisdom. Now let's look at death. I really like this one. Again, this is like you guys are trying so hard to divine the knowledge out of this situation and you can't. I mean, look at this. You're never going to see it. You can guess and feel and psychically try to determine and, you know, siphon out here any type of information you want, but it involves you really just looking at it with death here coming up. It involves you taking some real action instead of mental action. There is mental action today, don't get me wrong, in terms of moving forward, in terms of letting things go, in terms of getting yourself booked up enough to do this. But do not be afraid if you pull the death card, as it simply means that something is falling away or will do so you can begin again strongly afresh. There is great power in this clearing. If you pull this card around Halloween particularly, the message is stronger still and you should actively celebrate this new beginning. New beginnings are here, but you have to take fate into your hands here. Begin your own new cycle. All right, guys, I hope this helped you. I hope you enjoyed it. I know we've been having some really esoteric, interesting reads lately, but if you're with me, I know you're meant to be here. All right. Do check out your monthlies for December. I keep almost saying November. And have a wonderful day, guys. Namaste.